Welcome to episode 3 of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Who's ready for me to start sucking? It starts now. This level... all of the levels I play in this episode give me some degree of trouble. Or do I give myself some degree of trouble in them? I don't know. I'll take a lot of hits in episode 3. It won't end until, well, the final boss shown in this part. Not the final boss of the game, mind you, just the last boss I beat in episode 3. Sorry if I sound a little rough. I'm going through some allergies right now, damn. You know, this is part of my complaint with the enemies in Oil Ocean, though, because it's not all my fault. That one was, but they all shoot projectiles, and they shoot them at weird angles, and these seahorses in particular will shoot before you even see them. They'll shoot off screen at you in some cases, and you know, sometimes that'll come off on screen and you won't even notice it because you're focusing elsewhere and you'll get hit. Or sometimes they're just going at the right speed to catch you when you're going down those slides. You know, any of the spikes I hit, any of the enemies I blatantly run into, that's my fault, but some of these projectile hits aren't entirely my fault. Still, I play pretty terribly. In real life, I didn't take a restroom break before I started playing this game, and apparently it was going to be an issue, so I was struggling with I was struggling with that at some point. I think that either started already or it'll start here soon. Which would explain why I played so badly in Metropolis Zone, now that I think about it. This boss is pretty self-explanatory. I didn't really need to explain it. It's kind of a neat concept, but you can jump on the oil for some reason. So you can just hide from him the entire time. Up next is a level I don't hate. Now, I'm gonna grant you this, it's a hard level. It's really hard and it's really unfair. But for some reason, that doesn't bother me. I don't know, maybe it's the kick-ass theme. Maybe it's the nice visuals and aesthetic. Maybe it's the fact that these unbalanced and unfortunately placed badniks, are neat looking. Yeah, so that platform didn't catch me the first time, meaning that he had the chance to move closer and I got hit. Sometimes that'll happen. I don't know what triggers it to not catch you when it's supposed to, but... So yes, the badniks in this level. They are notorious, aren't they? The starfish are known as Asterons. They work like bombs did in the last game. You get close to them and they blow up, except they're in walls and whatnot, and the explosion won't hurt you, but those little blades they shoot at you will. The crabs are called shell crackers. They have an annoying hitbox, because the entire claw's hitbox is bigger than the claw itself. So it can be hard to hit them because you'll accidentally hit that hitbox instead, even though you didn't hit the claw. Here's a final type, one of my favorite looking badniks in this game, aside from the Loch Ness Monster, that are called slicers. They're praying mantises that shoot their blades at you. They can be some of the most dickishly placed enemies in this game. But I like them, because I'm apparently a masochist. I don't know, I just like the idea of a praying mantis being the hardest badnik in the game. It's like really fitting. But no, I don't hate this level. It's not one of my favorites, mind you. Like, I can't get past some of the bullshit enough to make it one of my top 3 favorite levels. As far as all the levels in this game go, it is one of my least favorite. But I like it. You know? Yeah, and I managed to pass the goalpost with 150 rings. Guess that's what I get for playing odd and slow and... I don't know how you can play fast through Metropolis Zone, though. It's constantly slowing you down and sending you every which way, and you have to do a lot of precise platforming sometimes. Yep, there's a slicer. He was sneaking up on me. Now the thing about the blades is, they will fall immediately once you destroy the slicer. Otherwise, they will home in on you. Even if they've gone past you, they will turn around and come back at you. So you have to destroy that thing. You can't just, you know, let it sit. Which can be hard with some of the placements. You'll see a lot more of that later. As my continued skill degradation continues. Eventually I will take a restroom break. That happens in episode 4. It was an unfortunate time to be me. We'll get there, we'll get there. See, in this level, interestingly enough, is one that would really benefit from memorization. And yet I've just never been able to really memorize it. I don't know. I seem to go different ways every time. I can remember specific set pieces, but I don't remember, like, pathways. So you'll probably see me get lost a few times as if I've never really played it before, but, you know, obviously I have. But that's why it's oh man, I don't know why I pulled back there. I really don't. You know that I probably got caught off guard by it and just reacted in the wrongest way. These slopes irritate me because Sonic likes to stick to them. Like, you have to jump. No, not that time. You don't have to jump that time. That time you can just go high enough and pull back and he'll fall into the platform. But sometimes you have to time jumps off of those types of slopes, and that's no easy task. But you see, I don't know how you're supposed to go fast in Metropolis Zone. Because it's constantly sending you to the right, and then up, and then to the left, and then up, and to the right, and then up. You know? But people can manage it, so that's just a me problem, isn't it? Well, I hope that doesn't affect things. The volume was down on my headset, and I only now caught onto it. Well, if you're hearing this, it means it didn't, so what am I even talking for? Yeah, shell crackers like that can kiss my ass. The enemy placement in this level is just ridiculously terrible, and that's all there is to it. You know, and couple that with the ridiculously overpowered nature of what you're dealing with the exception of Asperons, who are the only ones to come out of this with any dignity. Or should I say they let you come out of it with your dignity. Yeah, slicers, they can be easy. You just have to know they're coming, and you just have to know how to deal with the individual slicer you're coming up to. Shellcrackers, on the other hand, because of the poor drawing of their hitboxes, no. Just no. I should be speaking about something. I'm just kind of watching. On missing platforms. Always oh, dude. That time it wasn't really... I mean, it was my fault, but, like, that slowdown that was happening... Like, my computer doesn't like running this sometimes, I don't think, because I don't recall that being a problem in any other version that I've played except for the emulator that I used to record. It might have had something to do with the recording going on in the background. I don't know. But my computer's not the greatest. Like, there's several modern games I'd like to play, but I don't know if I could record them while playing them, and I already have to play at pretty low graphics settings just to get them to run smoothly. Oh, that guy. This guy can be a pain to deal with. It's just so awkward because of the claw and its ginormous hitbox, and the fact that it moves it at a pretty fast pace, but if you can get over on top of him and just past it, you know, you got it. And we're in the part where the slicers started ridiculously hitting me, because I'll run into them. Because for some reason I haven't caught on to the fact that when you see one on the ceiling, you need to prepare for one in the bottom of the floor. Again, that's a me problem. That's just... See, but what is he doing in there? Of course I didn't see him. Oh well, we're coming to the boss. Now you can do the things the way they're intended to, which is the slow way. Oh yeah, just casually ignore those rings. Or you can do things the quick way and hit him when those balls surrounding him happen to not be covering the bottom of his pod. This is hard and requires timing. Yeah, or that happens. I'll show you the long way. Or at least I'll show you the first couple of hits the long way. But, you know, this boss is really fun. It's a really good one if you do it the quick way. It's a really terrible one if you do it the slow way, but if you do it the quick way, it actually becomes a really good test of timing. Especially for those first few hits. But now back to our stupid little segment of Tails showing us a different way. I will once again ignore those rings, maintaining my theme of this boss fight. Alright, so he comes all the way down and starts moving right, and then left, and then he'll move up. Now you duck in the corner as he does this, and once they even out, you hit him on the bottom. And you have to do that like 7 or 6 more times, like. plus that final hit that's really easy when he shoots the laser. But yeah, my ass if I'm showing this off. That's gonna be boring. I'll see you next time when we finish the game. Alright, bye.